Cool, we're rolling.
What episode is it?
1.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Gimson and Rosko show. And today we are joined by Billy Whizz, aka the nicest guy in UK hip hop.
Yeah. Episode,
I don't know,
20
something. It's got to be 27 or 8.
7 or 8.
Yeah.
Either way.
Who cares?
Billy, 3 good things that have happened to you today.
Today? Oh, man. Well, I got really drunk last night, so waking up and being functionable as a human adult has been lovely today.
Nice.
Recovering, not to be too hungover in here, has been wonderful today. No, and I got to spend time with my sister because she lives down the road. She lives in Oldfield Park, so I got down a bit early.
Yeah,
so that was real nice, man. Yeah, got around there. Got 2 kittens. They're pretty cool. So yeah, it's been kind of wholesome like that, really. So yeah, there you go. I hope that's 3 nice things. I'm alive.
Kittens, you're alive.
Kittens, I'm alive.
And you see
Same
sister.
family, yeah.
Yeah,
There you
nice.
go.
Sweet.
So I'll have that, yeah.
Billy, how have you been? Because I haven't seen you for a long time.
It's been like years, like
Yeah,
quite
it has been
literally.
years.
I think
Yeah.
it was probably at Lakota or something. It was the last time I saw you. Because it was either there or O2. And I'm pretty sure both times it was mob deep.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was either Crazy's thing or Crazy's thing was after, wasn't it? So it must have been that. Must have been the Havoc night.
That was it. Well, yeah, because P was gone.
Yeah.
It was Havoc, wasn't it? It was just
Yeah.
Havoc at the second one. Yeah. So that was so last time seeing them together as a unit, like, was probably one of the last times. And then
Yeah, because you were at the O2 as well,
I was
weren't
at
you?
the O2 for
Yeah,
that,
as well, yeah.
That was lucky
great.
to have gone.
Lucky,
Do you mean when you
yeah.
just like, yeah, rest in peace, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, crazy.
But yeah, for anyone who doesn't know who Billy is, actually, let's go into like when I introduced him as the nicest. Is it the nicest guy in hip hop or nicest guy in UK hip hop? Was it?
Well, apparently it's
UK
not.
hip-hop.
Yeah, I've not been saying it myself.
Just never know.
I'm too nice.
Where did this to tell anyone the story of that?
What, that name?
Yeah.
Man, who the hell would it have been? I can't remember if it was Crazy or it was Jinkster. Man, or even Milo. Do you know what I mean? It was someone out of that lot around that time. So we're probably talking maybe 9-10 years ago as such, like when I was just sort of being about. And I cannot remember, but it must be either one of those 3 guys.
It came up in the Jinxter episode.
I saw it.
Yeah.
I saw it, like, yeah.
Yeah.
And it stuck. But it must. I'm going to have to say it was around then, because around that time I was DJing for Jinx's old crew, 3-Headed Beast.
Yeah.
And the League of Shadows, which was Milo's thing. You're on it.
Yeah.
That project and that. So and then by that point, I was living in Bath. This is when me and you first sort of met.
Yeah.
Because I moved here for a bit, lodging at my sister's, and before I got into Bristol. And so when I started doing more stuff with them, suddenly this name came about, and it started being like put up on like online, and they're sharing events. So yeah, shouts to whoever that actually was, but yeah, that was funny. But,
Yeah. So where you because you're from Hereford originally, isn't it?
Well, Worcester, really.
Okay.
So not too far, right? But yeah, Worcestershire, like a town called Upton.
Yeah.
It's a real small little town. It's all right. It's a bit, one of them, like, if anyone comes from the outside of the town, it was a punch up. Like, just
Where are you
those kind of
from?
views.
Like going to Radstock or something?
Yeah. I must have been them. Like, I don't know who they are.
Yeah.
It was a little place like that, but to be fair, not too far from like Worcester, Birmingham, places like that where we were going to loads of different nights and stuff. So yeah, it was.
Do you know what? I always find it funny, like, when you go to like the small places, and it's like you just can't like hide, and like people like think like I'll go move to a village and like get away and no one to know my business. It's like no, that's the worst thing.
It's the worst thing to
That's
do.
the worst
Everyone
thing you
knows
can
your
do if you
business.
don't want anyone to know your business. Like go to like the heart of a city and just don't speak to anyone. And then like,
that's fine.
No one will know you. Like you go to a village, now everyone's going to know who you are. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah, like, I've lived in Totterdown 7 years. I don't know my neighbours. It's fine.
I don't even know myself, mate.
Do I live with other people? But yeah, like, no, I've got a mate back home. He gets really annoyed that like I don't ring him when I'm back home because I just know where he's going to be. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like that small. I'm just like, I can just try one of the 10 pubs in the road and be like, I'll eventually find him. I know where you go. It's that small.
I miss that about being little
kid.
Do you know what I mean? It's like,
Go to find your mates
they're not
at the
here.
bar.
It's nearly like that. Yeah.
They're not there, they're there. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's I wrote it in a bar recently, doing like some tracks with this Polish guy, Shentuk. It's like, I miss the simple times of house phones and finding mates, no urgency. We had the patience and the time to wait. Now it's 2 blue ticks. We all see that you have seen it.
Yeah.
It's I don't know, man. We romanticize about the fucking good things, but I think sometimes it's like rose tinted glasses, isn't it?
Yeah, to extent. There's obviously pros and cons of loads of stuff.
Yeah.
Like that, but
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's that.
So what was your sort of like upbringing then for like hip hop? Like where did that start for you? Or where was your early music like influences?
Like, my sister gave me a Red Hot Chili Peppers CD, right? And that was like my first thing of something that was alternative. Alternative in the ways that you weren't really, it wasn't like kids pop music. Like, I must have been about 9 or 10 or something. And I was like, oh, this is amazing. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
And then Rage Against the Machine, like I ended up just through other mates or older mates liking that. But then, I think hip hop, I remember just always liking some of it. Like my brother had a little bit of hip hop here and there. Older brother Paul. He was like a good foundation as well for a lot of stuff. So to be fair, I've probably just jumped over a load of stuff there. So my sister gave me music, whereas my brother always had music playing.
Yeah.
So Beastie Boys, stuff like that. He was a big metalhead as well. So loads of like Megadeth, Slayer, Metallica, and all that early, like, and the 80s thrash stuff. Like I got into that because of him. Then he went to uni. I remember this, like he went to uni while I was still a kid, and he came back. He had long hair before he went. He had long hair, came back, shaved it off, and he came back with like tapes of Jungle and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, so that was that, like, and so I always kind of heard different stuff, but yeah, like I think really the first thing with hip hop for me was no lie was Slim Shady LP, was Eminem.
Yeah.
I can remember going to the shop buying at Woolworths back in the day.
Yeah, big up Woolies, man.
Yeah, Woolies, man. Yeah.
Get your Ladybird boxes.
Man, pocket money sold. Yeah, took a few like games to the second-hand shop and car boots and stuff. Bought that album.
Fop was a thing as well, man, wasn't it? Like they had like the £5 basket in that.
Oh, man. Yeah. I forgot about that, yeah.
Because I remember like back in the day, I used to just go in HMV and I'd be like fucking... I had like a thing for like the No Limit stuff, like these shiny covers. It's like fucking, what's that? The Cash Money stuff. They got these like all these covers, and like half of that stuff that I bought was fucking utter trash. But the cover looked good. But then like it's just fucking trial and error, isn't it?
That's another thing though, saying about covers and stuff, right? So with my brother, and he had his metal collection. I just thought it was amazing because you could have like Iron Maiden covers there, and the artwork's it's fantastic artwork.
Yeah,
and that always made me be like, I wonder how that sounds. I wonder how, because they had a bit of a theme with each thing as well. So you'd have like the Egyptian style version of Eddie, their character, and then you'd have like a cyborg version of him, and just always made you want to listen to it. So how is that going to sound if the cover's that cool?
Yeah,
that's something I've always been like really
judging
into.
books by covers.
Literally.
But it is. They say like the artwork is. Wow. I don't know if it is so much. Well, I guess it is now, even still.
I
Social
think it's
media.
come round
still,
a bit more. Like,
do you mean people like imagery is massive on fucking social media? Do you mean there's a difference between someone who's got like a good bit of lighting behind them and a good snap than someone who's just like, here's me fucking at some bus stop. Fucking, you know what I mean? It's
yeah. No, definitely. Man.
It's like the image-based world we live in, and it's amazing because we've got like all this power at our hands. But so is everyone else.
Yeah. That's a good shout.
It's one of them. But yeah, no, I think because I used to love the books, man. You remember when you fucking go through and it's like fucking like you used to read who produced it, fucking.
Oh yeah.
Little inserts on that. Yeah, man.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? It's like something tangible, and I think that's kind of like where the vinyl resurgence came from as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And it's nice, and like I dabble when I buy like the odd vinyl here and there of like people like I want to support, but then I think fucking man. Just fucking clogging my house up with more stuff.
Yeah. Definitely, I'll do that. Like I started collecting. Like obviously, I crate dig anyway and stuff. But like, I did start collecting. I started collecting like, like old UK hip hop and stuff as well, like Silver Bullet, Hijack, anything like that. I could get my hand off. Like, but it was always mad interesting. But I was always a little bit gutted if it just came on like, because obviously people are doing it independently as well. Yeah. So your quality's a little bit different. It's not bad. It's just different. Where you're like, oh, hang on, this is on a white label, but it's in a printed cover, that's fine. Oh wait, there's nothing in here to say what it is. Or then you pull out something else and it's like done on like what's it, that weird paint spill vinyl and stuff. And it's just little varies in quality, but it is like you're collecting. It's like collecting a comic or something, you know what I mean? And
I mean them proper comic collectors, man, they got the fucking like cellophane and fucking like, get the white glove on to fucking plant your first edition fucking Spider-Man,
little thimble and that to turn the page.
I watched that Shazam last night. Have you watched that?
Yeah. I watched it the other day.
What, the app?
No. Sat there watching Shazam.
What are you doing?
I entered this one. Fucking,
what is it?
It's like DC. It's on. It's a film. It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
But it's a 12 and we watched it. I watched it with Carvel like this. Like,
Oh, I think I've
this
seen it.
monster like bites this bloke's head off, and I look across my missiles like, ooh, appropriate.
Yeah.
Like, do you mean? It's fucking.
Well, actually, fully bites it off.
Yeah,
you don't
it's,
see the blood, but it just goes like that.
Yeah, it does take. Yeah, and
How did he take
eating
it?
loads of people
Huh?
and shit.
How did Carvel take that?
All right, just fucking sat there
Just
watching
eating
it.
mine, yeah.
Tom and Jerry, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, I suppose that's
Yeah.
it. But yeah, no, I thought I enjoyed it, man. I enjoyed that film, like so.
yeah.
It's just,
Yeah,
it's just,
watch it.
it's just one of them films. You just, it's just silly, innit? You know them ones. Like, just
Yeah,
yeah,
easy
I enjoy it.
watch.
Yeah, man. Well, that's the thing. I've always quite liked that character, like, because my old man, when he was a kid, like, when I was like, I don't know, 8 or whatever, and my cousin was real big into X-Men comics and stuff. So occasionally he would give me some, and I remember trying to talk to my old man, being like, "Yeah, are you ever into these?" And he's like, "No." Oh, apart from, and he was called Captain Marvel then. Shazam.
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah," and this guy, oh yeah, Captain something used to say Shazam. I was like, "Oh no way!" Like, so when it was on Netflix, I told him, I was like, "Oh, get on there," you know, because that was something from his childhood that he
So how
was on
come?
telly.
So what's the deal with Captain Marvel then?
Well, that's the thing. I think because I think the character, I think that Shazam now was
Yeah.
owned by a different company entirely. I think
Right.
so. Then DC bought the property for it to
Right.
put it in, but then obviously Marvel Comics was about. So there's so much confusion.
Because
There are
Captain
two
Marvel's a
Captain
woman
Marvels.
now, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but that's the Marvel one. So
Yeah.
they're actually two different companies with two different characters. They were both called Captain Marvel.
Ah,
That's what it was. So that's why this one's Shazam now.
Right.
Yeah, can you imagine, like, you know, because I remember that as a kid being like, but Captain Marvel, this is DC. Like, it didn't make sense.
I guess it's not
Yeah.
a real universe, so they can rewrite the rules at any time.
Yeah, it's a really old, I'd say a really old character,
Yeah.
man. Like, that Captain Marvel that's the DC one was, I don't know, like 30s, 40s. It's,
Right, okay.
Do you know, because I never realised that Howard the Duck was fucking...
Oh, Marvel.
Have you seen the film?
I don't know what
The 80s one.
The 80s.
Yeah, I have.
Mate,
Howard the Duck.
Howard the Duck. So he's from like, an he comes in and he like, oh, the bird from Saved by the Bell. She's the girl in it.
Right.
She starts getting with him. The duck. like we were there watching bestiality. And I remember watching it, and then it was like it's like all like you see like the shadow of that, and they're like getting with each other. I was like, oh my god, she's fucking getting with the duck.
Yeah,
it's like it's a bit surreal, man. I was like, it is because they like say getting all close, like as if it was like a romantic thing. It's like, oh yeah, there's gonna be buddies. It's a duck. It can't happen. Like, I'm like, oh shit, it's happening. Howard the Duck's getting down with a chick from fucking Saved by the Bell.
It's one of those like weird, like obscure films you will find in a bargain bin, but if you see it, pick it up. Like,
Yeah,
it's
it
well
was on
worth it.
Netflix for a while, man. The 80s
They did,
one.
didn't they? They did. They put it for a little bit. Yeah.
See if it's on there, man. Howard the Duck.
Oh man.
Oh, do you know, I woke up this morning, I had this fucking weirdest dream last night.
yeah, that's it.
What, so a girl was getting with that?
Yeah. The girl from Saved by the Bell.
Mate, she's a freaky girl.
But yeah, I woke up this morning, mate, talking to ducks. I had the fucking weirdest dream. So I woke up.
I had a dream as well.
But like in the dream, like I was looking at the curtains, and in the back garden, you got the wooden gates, and this little wing coming through the gate. And what it was an army of ducks, right, little ducks. And they'd like kidnapped some chickens to add to the chickens I've already got in the garden. But these chickens were like really weird. And one of them had like a fucking pink head with like a cow pattern on it. And the other one had like shaggy fur instead of feathers, like a Jack Russell with like a duck's beak. And then they were going into the next. And I was like, no, you can't go over there. The dogs are getting for next door neighbour. And like I woke up.
What,
and I
you
was
were
like,
speaking to them?
I was like, you can't go over there, like trying to get them back. Like, yeah, mate. Well, yeah. Fucked. Like, and I hadn't had a vivid dream for a long time. And that was like fucking.
Yeah.
I've had loads, but I'm going to wait for next week to talk about it.
Okay, cool.
Because this is about Billy Whizz.
Yeah,
Not about your
not
duck
duck.
dreams.
Yeah.
And duck porn.
Duck bestiality. I was going to call the episode "The Nicest Guy You Get Hip Hop," mate, and I just call it "Duck Bestiality." Yeah, duck porn.
Oh shit. Oh, Bill.
Yeah. So,
wow.
how's it going, fucking at the moment? Because you still doing SWU?
I don't know yet. I think it's just more of a break than anything.
Yeah.
They've done changes onto their schedule, and it just wasn't, just wasn't going to quite work with me and Wish. So we haven't quite heard back, but we have suggested, look, if they're going to do a sort of ramp up of new stuff in March.
Yeah.
So I believe. So we just said, well, look, if you want, take a break till then. Just fine, because, Wish is proper busy.
Yeah,
Like,
I'd like to get one in at some point, man.
Yeah,
He's
definitely.
Yeah.
Because I remember like chatting to him as well. This must have been like what, back in when Crazy was doing like the early nights at the Snug when he was first doing the Word Life thing. I remember Wish then, and just like his consistency since then has just fucking paid off, man. And he's just
That
fucking,
album's strong, man. It's
the
really
new
good.
one, yeah,
Really good.
Yeah, no, that he's Yeah, he's been sat on that since pretty much since he put out Boom Bap, innit?
Really?
For quite a while. Near enough. I think give or take 1 or 2 tunes maybe. But I remember like, yeah, he was saying, oh yeah, you should hear the new stuff. That he you know, done it in a really short like recording space.
Yeah.
And I just remember him going around. He had that sort of big sort of smile on. It's like,
There's like, who mixed
do
it?
that? Roller.
Because
I know.
Production's mad.
Crazy.
the mix on it, like the engineering on it is fucking.
Yeah, no, shouts to Roller, man. Like,
Yeah.
he's me and Wish have actually done an album as well, and he's done such a remarkable job on it.
Yeah.
And he's even said that I think, you know, I'm paraphrasing, but you know, I've had a little, you know, let me know if anything's changed, but I've just, you know, seen this bit here and had this and da da da, and we're like, man, you're the executive producer now. You know, it really is, because he's just turned it up and added these other bits, and man.
Nice.
So is Roller doing that like full time now? Has he made a transition into that? Because I know he was like, I remember years ago, I remember him saying like, he put up a thing saying like he's getting to the point where a lot of people are asking him to fucking mix stuff. He's like,
oh yeah, there is. He's
do you know
a
what I mean?
busy guy, and he's great though, man. Like, I've got a lot of time for him. Like, yeah, he's honest. Like, you know, if he ain't got time, or it's going to be so many months down the line, he's straight up. He doesn't mess no one about, which is fine, isn't it? You know, like, but yeah, he's I think he's pretty much us. I think it's his spare time.
Yeah.
It's like all of his spare time.
Right. Yeah.
So, yeah, but no, he does such a good job, man. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Like, you could probably drop like, I don't know, a bag on getting something that good. Do you know what I mean? Mastered as well.
Yeah. Because I was looking recently, like on Fiverr, I was like just scouting around. I was like, because it's tough. I was just like, I was like, what are these mix engineers charging on Fiverr? And generally, it's like, on average, about 150 quid per track for anything. You can get, if you're only giving them a few stems, so say you give them like 4 or 5 stems or something, you probably get it for like 40, 50 quid because it's not much. But if you're giving someone like 12 to 16 stems or something, yeah, you're looking at an average of 150 quid on Fiverr.
Yeah.
Just for a mix.
One song.
What, just for the mix?
Just for the mix.
Master?
That's just the mix, yeah.
Just the mix as well. Yeah, I mean, it's good to look about, like, you know, do you know what? Like, this is one thing I see sometimes, you know, there is always going to be a bit snobbery, right, in music and stuff, but I've seen people, like, say about Fiverr or other places and being like, oh, you have to go on there. So it's like, well, there ain't nothing wrong with shopping around. You never know what you're going to find.
Yeah.
You can find someone real good. Fair enough, it might work out, but then, you know, if you found someone that's real good and turns it around quick and it works,
Yeah.
It works.
just go for it. Look around, man. I mean, look, the problem is sometimes you can have a mate that does stuff. You can have a mate that mixes and masters. But I'm not saying they're not professional about it, but, you know, oh, yeah, so I'll be with you next week. I'll be with you this week. Which is fine, isn't it? But if you can't get too mad at it then, because it's your mate still doing a favour, or sometimes it's good to actually go to someone who is professional about it, who's got no personal ties with you and wants to get a good job done. So,
yeah. Because they're at the end of the day,
Purely
they're putting
business then, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's it.
Do you know what, actually, before we go any further, for the people that don't actually know, what do you actually do, Billy Whizz?
Oh, right, yeah. I just turn up, stuff, have a chat. Right? Yeah. So
DJ Khaled.
Yeah. So I make beats, mainly hip hop beats. But I like making all sorts really. And I DJ for Wishmaster, Twizzy, Jinx, cool. Press One. A few people, like you know. So that's me. I will do projects with people. I'll do my own production stuff, like and just solo stuff, and generally, mate, I'm just still having fun with music. If I'm honest, like,
wicked,
you know,
man.
that's the thing. I was saying to my mate the other day, he said something about how long, you know, I've been around doing stuff. Then, you know, I've done all right. Like, I'm happy with what I've achieved. I was just like, mate, when the fun stops, that's when I'm packing it in. And I'm having a laugh still, you know. So
it's like because I like through lockdown, it's like I found the social media side of things really sucked the fun out of it for me, man. I found I was putting too much emphasis on that, and like it was taking away, trying to churn stuff out too quickly. And it's like, oh mate, this is taking content. It's like, no, let's take the fun out of it. So it's just fucking. It's nice to fucking dial back, and because like you say, what's the point if you're not having fun with it? Music's supposed to be fun.
Exactly that. No, lockdown was a weird one, man. I mean, I put out my my EP, my production one during that, but it was weird because it was like I got a bit over paranoid, like, oh man, I got to keep something consistent because otherwise, do you know what I mean? Maybe the reach I had before might forget.
Yeah.
Or might do that.
Yeah.
I got to keep doing something. What kind of worked with me, if I'm honest, was the merch. Like I was doing little runs of merch as well. And that just seemed to be, that was almost like putting out a project, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
20 t-shirts, that's it. That'd be good to post. People were sharing it, this and that. That was working. It felt like I put a tune out.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it was still trying to, make sure that I was appearing in people's feelings and stuff.
Yeah.
Which, it worked. So I'm not knocking it too much. But it was, or, the lockdown stuff, you didn't know what was happening. Like,
Nah, like the same, like the merch for me is the quickest thing to go. T-shirts, like fucking gone.
Yeah.
And then the hoodies, I'd done the hoodie run which I did for Julian Ice when I did the Christmas track last year. They took a bit longer than the T-shirts, but they were still gone within the month of December when I put them out. Just done like, what did I do with them? 20, I think. But like,
yeah. It's funny, isn't it? T-shirts, so it's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's unbelievable sometimes how T-shirts go.
Because it's that I think as well, it's better. The beauty of doing the T-shirts is when like the way you do the press yourself in it rather than because I know a lot of people now they do these things like what's it like Teespring or whatever it's called
and spreadsheet.
and then they just do it like it just turns out it's like there's like it's all about getting it done, going to the place, getting it. It's like, look, I've got 20 of these. Who wants one?
Oh man, yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%. That was kind of like the way I was doing it. So Finger Food did my stuff, right? And that was that. He'd send me a mark, and I was straight up with him like, oh, I'm going to post this out tonight and see if I get pre-orders in. Yeah. So that's what I've always felt helped. So that he'd not even gone into production then.
Yeah.
So that was always just to see the response, and if people do want them, obviously I was going to go through that anyway because it's not a massive gamble. T-shirts are they, but they're good enough to have as stock or whatever. And I got such good response on the first.
What tees did you go with?
What they're printed on or whatever?
The original. Okay.
Yeah, Russell.
The premium ones.
I'm not sure.
The thick ones, because I got a Word Life one from Crit, and that was really nice. That was a Russell.
That was a Russell,
one,
wasn't it? Yeah. Maybe I don't know. Was that the same type? Was that same part of Russell? I'm not sure, but yeah, it was Russell. Yeah, Russell's like real good, and it's like what £1 or £1.50 more unit than Gildan and stuff.
Yeah.
And the Gildan stuff doesn't really last.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't.
No.
They shrink like fuck. Because I want to know because I really like the thick stuff, like the Stussy t-shirts. Like, do you mean like the skateboarder t-shirts? And it's like fucking trying to find them because that's like that. That's like the hardness.
Can't you get like Champion? Don't Champion do them?
Yeah.
I'm not so much they are though.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Champion's quite dare.
It depends, innit? Like, in what the supplier is at your printer's end. Sometimes, like, you can bulk buy good stuff. Yeah, but sometimes it just works out to use who their supplier is and stuff. Like those Russell ones of mine have lasted like 3 years or something, and they're fine. Like, you know what I mean?
We're saying that those hoodies I got from Shiloh.
Mate,
they were like
strong, bro.
What did they work out? They worked out about £9 a unit.
Right, wow, that's good. Yeah.
And like they're amazing.
Mate, it's the pocket inside the
pocket. They haven't shrunk. They haven't like done it. And I've bought like more expensive ones as well, which have like not lasted anywhere near these ones, which cost £9 each. Wow. And like, because I asked her again last year, I was going to get some for someone else who wanted, and she said she couldn't because she was on maternity leave. Yeah, she couldn't put an order through. She rang her accountant and said, can I put an order through? She said, no, because you're on maternity leave, you can't do it through the business because you're claiming maternity. Yeah, so she couldn't do it. It's something in the law that if she ordered it, because it's a business account that she's doing it through, and she's by law she's claiming maternity pay. Right, she can't be seen to be doing business on through the books, basically. So the place that the wholesale place she was getting it from, I was like, all right, well, let me know when you're fucking off maternity, innit?
Yeah. No, that's a shame, man. But yeah, no, it's a good way to go, man. And if you got a good logo or something that pops, get on it. There's people always going to support you. I think people sometimes feel better buying a bit of merch. I know for a while I was a bit like that. Like I could really like a CD or an album, but I'd be like, nah, I want to wear your shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because it's like it's all well and good like getting some CDs pressed up and giving people CDs, and then you like go in someone's car, and they don't have a CD player anymore. It's like in house. Where's a CD player? Like, I mean, and it just ends up being like a token thing. Like, and I get it. Like if it's like someone who you really support and you just want to have their stuff, and it's like, look, I've got this because I've collected it, or I've got like. Yeah. But for majority of the people out there, if they ain't really into it, they ain't gonna like what they're gonna do with a CD.
Well, that's it. That was why I was happy to do the bundles. I did CD and T-shirt bundles.
Yes. Well, I ended up because I got loads of CDs, and I was like, if anyone bought the t-shirt, I just fucking put a CD in with
Well,
it.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's like-
no, you might as well, and yeah, it's just like
Someone take them, please, please.
Yeah, that's always good.
So what's going on? When's the Wish project dropping with you then?
We don't know yet. Like we like the last thing we're waiting on is artwork.
Okay.
Believe it or not, it's it's just one of those things. It's just not quite worked out, or a few people let us down. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I won't name them. They're not going on blast today.
But he's looking at you. He's fucking looking at you.
But
Too nice.
It was a bit mad. I can tell one tale about it. It was a guy who'd done real good stuff for me in the past, and then he just disappeared off social media, completely everything, and no one knew what happened with this lad. And I had his email and stuff, so I'll be like, "Are you all right?" And he just disappeared. Like
Nothing,
he was halfway
nothing
through-
back?
Nobody did. Out of everybody, because he did loads of people's art. So we wondered if personally something had gone on with him, But it was like I was speaking to other people who I knew did work. He did work for.
Yeah.
No,
He said the same thing. He's gone.
No, he's gone. Don't know what's happened to him. So
Just got
Man.
luck.
so he just decided, because he just put one day commissions, no more, I'm done, or something on his Insta. I'm like, what? It's a bit weird, because he's halfway through a thing for at least me and Wish. There was like another few guys I knew, and then that was it. Face of the earth, gone. I'm like, right, back to square one. But
Yeah.
I mean, I hope he's all good and stuff. But yeah, so that was a bit of a that was a bit of a a bit of a fuck up. I'm not
So
gonna lie.
what sort of art were you going? Were you going for like the whole the graphic type?
Sort of, yeah. I need to just get this. We found a new guy now who's wicked, and he's somebody Mac Lloyd recommended me. A guy called David Sturgis, I think that's his name. But again, going to people outside of stuff, So Mac was like, look, go to this guy. Here's his website and everything. So I was like, fucking ideal. Put in a request and just been talking to him loads, and he's just doesn't mind any. I'm terrible at sending briefs for stuff, artwork, and I state that when I know, so I'm probably explaining myself horribly, like. And he's everything. I've been like, so what I meant was this. Oh, mate, I'm a dickhead.
But
He's cool with it.
But it's relatable, when someone comes in and they're trying to explain something how they want to sound, and you're like, what? And they're like, all they want is a bit more like wet reverb, and they're like coming out of like all these like weird. You want what?
I want to sound like I'm in a church. In space.
Yeah. But they're even worse than that. They do something which like nothing to do with reverb. It's like the echoey things. You're like putting a load of delay on it, and then they're like, no. And you're like,
Not that.
well, what do you want? And they're like you're in a cave or something like that. It's like reverb, and they're like, it's
So yeah.
same thing with different fucking world, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much, man.
Yeah.
But,
Do you know what? I don't think I've fucking ever commissioned fucking any artwork, man.
No.
But it's like all these things that I'm looking at now. I'm thinking to put more stuff out, I need to start doing these things. Like finding people to do it, because it's like
it's funny, like, because Slevin, like, shouts to Slevin, man, because he killed it on my first 2 EPs. He did it for, and that was ace. But even with him, I was still like, let me email you a brief, because we were chatting about it casually, like mates, and it was just so I had an idea, because the first, basically Carousel as well, he got hold of me like, have you got anything to put out? This is when he started AFT Vaps. I was like, well, I've got a couple of tracks here and there, what if I do an EP? So I called it Always Finding Trouble, because it was like another play on the AFT thing, because it was going to be for them anyway. And I thought, well, let's get it out. And I had this idea. I wanted like the FBI and stuff, and they have like the suspects board or something like that, or just like things like that. And I was trying to get it Slev, and he's like, no, I like it, but it's I don't know, it's not quite fitting with what I'm able to do. Or he's trying it, and he wasn't happy with what he was doing. So I was just like, I went around his house, and I was like, mate, just what does that title make you think of? And he went, Big Trouble in Little China. I was like, that's what we're doing. That's what he did. He did his version of that. With like Totter Down and stuff on there, and like Slicks and stuff. And that was it. It was a big reference to that. And I really like that film, man. I like my 80s films. So I was just like, boom. You know what I mean? That's good having that bit of communication there.
It's like giving this, you have to give the scope to the artist, do you know what I mean? Because it's like someone coming to you and like asking for a fucking beat like what Bailey's Brown made, and you're like, well, I'm not Bailey's Brown. I'm not going to make a beat like, if you want a beat like that, go and buy one of him.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like fucking,
you work with the artist.
You work with the person you kind of want. It's just like whenever I work with someone, whether it be beats or whatever, it's like I try to be like, I want this, but do your thing.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm coming to you for a reason because I want you. I don't want you as someone else. Like,
here you go. Really good point. So Composer, right? So I really like what he's doing. Have you heard much by him?
Yeah.
Man, Composer, I just rate him highly, and he was saying to me for ages, let's do something. Now, I'd heard him on more kind of skippy beats, like 140 or something. And so I was giving him those kind of beats like that, and he was just like, nah, these are cool, but what about your hip hop beats? Like,
Yeah.
I want like a Billy Whizz hip hop beat. And so, man, the track we've done, it's one of my favourite ones. Do you know what I mean? It was just good to hear that now I've actually come to you for you, and I was thinking of what his style is, you know, well, what I've heard him on or I'm familiar with.
Trying to adapt yourself to him rather than...
Yeah, I was thinking this would be good, yeah, do something like this and da. Whereas he actually wanted a beat, you know, in my hip hop style. Like, yeah, so, yeah, it's funny how those things work out.
Is that coming soon?
Yeah. I'm just, again, send it to Roller.
Yeah.
So it's being mixed, and yeah, it's a good track, man. It's Composer and Genesis Elijah on it.
Ooh,
sick.
Yeah.
He killed it in lockdown, man.
Just differently.
Like he killed it. Like he fucking just put out, and he's so versatile. And I like how he's so unapologetically versatile. In a time when everyone's being so niche and like finding their little pocket of like I do this and this is what I do well. He's like, nah, fuck that. Like, this week he's like banging out a garage track. Next week he's like banging out fucking a hip hop track. Next week he's banging out. It's like
he just does what he wants.
Yeah, that's what I want. If I want to make that, I want to make that.
Yeah. That's how
that,
I take it. Yeah. I can't speak for him on the matter, but that's how it feels to me. And it's never not his sound, isn't it?
Nah, that's what I mean.
Does it work?
Yeah. It's like you're still getting a Genesis Elijah track, whether it's on. Do you know what I mean? It's like Because I tuned into because he's on Instagram Live all the time, man.
Yeah.
And I tuned in everything. I was like, because the Private Moments in Public album that he did.
That's right. Yeah.
It's such a good album, man. He's got like all like the little skits of his family and that, like when he just left the microphone on in the room.
Okay.
And they're just like it's just his kids. It's just his kids and like his missus just like talking. Private Moments in Public.
Yeah.
Good album, man. Really good album.
Yeah.
But yeah, he just like left the microphone in the room and like his family are like talking in the background and shit. And Yeah, because he done a composer. Was he on 2 tracks on the Twizzy joint?
I think he is. Yeah, on the album he's done with Children.
The crabs in a bucket.
Yeah. I'm sure he is. Yeah. Those sorry, Twiz. I've forgotten the name of the first single they put out. It's kind of like a slow song, like a guitar-y kind of sample. That track was brilliant. I thought that was one of the best tracks I'd heard.
Twizzy was supposed to come on
last time.
Yeah,
but he got ill. He had flu.
Oh, did he? Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he didn't come on then.
Okay.
So, he was supposed to come on, man. But yeah, he's and the other one, the one I like, because he's on the one with Slowy on the Bailey's Brown one as well. And that one's sick.
Yeah. That's it again. It's someone else being like that versatile.
Yeah,
but still just being them. Like, knowing what they want to do, and No, I really, really rate him, man. Like, Jinkster brought him to a show a few years ago. I'm trying to think who's it was. It might have been Wish's album launch. It might have been Boom Back to the Future, and just was like, Jinx called me like, are you on a DJ for this guy? Like, I'm telling you, he's sick. Because I don't know, or maybe put one tune out.
Yeah.
That was it, and he killed it. He had put out the tune. There was like a posse cut with like Wish and Blaze and them guys and all that. Yeah, and so it was Jinx that introduced him to to me especially. But he shelled it that night, and he's just been working harder and harder. Like, there's that single he put out recently as well. He's just dropped it on the Bainscan Records. Have you heard that?
Don't know.
I think it must be a sign. Or no, Rolling. It's called Rolling. Sorry, the hooks.
No, I haven't heard
it's called
it.
Rolling. Check it out. Composer Rolling. It's a fantastic tune. Like, I've been ending DJ sets in it.
Really?
I'd love it. Like, Composer Rolling. Fantastic tune.
I forgot to fucking write down the fucking times we've been laughing as well.
Of course you have.
It's like nearly every 3 minutes. Like,
just
reframe anywhere at the time.
It's like, oh fuck, didn't do that again. It's like fucking like, because we always do like little things like at the beginning of like the 3 good things that happen to you, those things. Sometimes you just fucking forget. And it's like, oh yeah, I forgot to do that at the beginning again, or like forgot to do that at the end.
Yeah.
Rolling, Composer Rolling.
Yeah. Oh, honestly, man, like it was one of those with me. I was just like, you know those ones when you're like, it's that good, you're almost like, it's someone you know, it's a mate, it's someone that where it is that good. I'm like, it almost sounds like I should be discovering somebody new hearing that because it was that good, you know. I mean, I might have bigged it up too much now.
With Bristol, there's fucking been a lot of really good stuff, like fucking like that kid. The shit he's been dropping has been fucking
hard,
insane.
Yeah, it's
hard. You know what I mean, like fucking. Yeah,
his work rate is nuts.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Oh man,
I like the Sleepless in Pinot.
Yeah, I was about to say,
fucking hard. Who produced that ones? Is it Skins Man?
Yeah,
ridiculous.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Ridiculous, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
Get
hard.
That Money. I love that tune as
Yeah,
well. Like, that's, do you know what I mean? Just,
It's hard.
he's just, again, like with Daddy, like, yeah, he's, again, all these people that we're saying are real good, they are just who they are.
Yeah.
Doing what they want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it almost like, so I've been there when, like, you know, he's been recording and doing verses and stuff. And it's just almost like, it looks like he's doing it that well. It looks like it's easy. You know what I mean? Just going up and being himself.
He just
You know?
it always sounds effortless.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it's and what I like about that kid is that he's not. Normally, I like the conscious shit or more like deep things, but I also like Redman, and that's what I look at him like is like a British.
Yeah, I can
Redman.
see that.
Okay,
He
okay.
just
I can see
spits
that.
bars. There's no like mad concepts around it. He's just wavier than you, blood.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's just
yeah.
rags, bruv. And
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
but then there's the concepts come through in the videos, like with the teeth.
Yeah.
It's sick. It's sick.
I
Yeah,
really
man.
like the Redman fucking resemblance, man.
Yeah,
It's
man.
not something I would have picked up on, but like I can.
I know what you're saying,
can
like,
Yeah.
definitely.
It's like Redman. Like, there's nothing like deep or conceptual about his music, but he's just sick.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's always listenable.
Yeah.
Never boring.
Very
Do
true.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know what you're getting.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
100%.
It's just fun.
Whackmo.
Oh, wow.
It's fucking sick.
Biggest whack-mo.
Sick, man.
Yeah, that album crazy too, man. The Whack-mo stuff is just that just made me laugh, innit? When I heard it was going to be called Whack-mo, I was just like, you spend any time around that kid, you're going to hear that phrase a lot, man.
Because he did the thing, didn't he, on the Instagram with the live thing? Whoever he went
Whack-mo
live,
live.
Yeah,
and
that was jokes.
Whoever he went live with, they didn't have a spliff or drink in their hand. It's like, you're right.
You're off.
Mate, that's he.
Yeah,
Like,
funny,
yeah,
man.
fucking
Yeah.
brilliant idea,
Yeah,
man.
sick.
Yeah, no, he's a good dude, man. Like just before the pandemic, me, him, and a bunch of mates we went to Portugal for like a few days. It was some of the funniest few days I've had in my life, man. And yeah, that was like always the morning sort of thing. Or, yeah, whenever like you're wandering around, everyone else, see me, Whack-mo, like every morning, Whack-mo, man. Like, so yeah, nah, real good guy, man, and just again, just killing it. Like it was just good to see, man.
Want to get him on as well.
Yeah, it's Draper's coming on next month
Sick.
as well.
Yeah, sick.
Yeah.
Was in Drapes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, man. Again, he's another kid I rate highly. I just want, just want to hear like more. Like, he's always putting out stuff in it, but
Yeah.
I'm always like on whatever he's putting out. You know what I mean, yeah, man. Real good talent.
It's like a fucking here. I don't know. It's probably everywhere. 'Cause but like here, like at the moment, I think there's just fucking a lot of good music.
Yeah, man.
Well, that's another lad I'm DJing for as well. I forgot to mention at the start, but so I'm DJing for a drill artist now as well called TK or Stretch, and man, he's just like he's done it in a good way. He's like he's a 19-year-old kid from Fishponds, right? But he just went to London for his management and has been working with London producers and linking there.
Yeah.
And like he's on like I don't know 500,000 views, this and that, on,
Yeah.
like,
Nice.
press play and stuff. His first ever show, MCing to anybody was Love Saves the Day.
Sick.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And again, just like, and he is a madly talented kid. Like he sings as well. He doesn't do too much of it, but
Yeah.
he can do it if that makes sense.
Yeah,
like,
sick.
so I've heard him being there going, yeah.
I think as well, like
and it's just good.
the younger guys are more fucking clued up on how networking works.
Oh yeah. It's
Do you know what I mean? Like, you just said about him going to London and linking with the right people to do what he needs to do. It's like,
mad different. Like it was eye opening for me, because so this is the thing. Me and Wish had him on our show, like, and when he had Love Saves, I was already playing, so they asked if I wanted CJ for him, and I was like, yeah, I'll do it. But I was straight up like, look, if any of your mates end up DJing or what have you, like I like my bits and bobs of drill, like 6, 7 stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like, I was like, I'm not a drill guy. I'm not trying to jump on what you're doing because I could see he's going to do real good stuff.
Yeah.
So I was trying to. We did Love Saves, and he's like, "Nah, you are my DJ." I was like, "All right, cool." Like, do you know what I mean? Which is sound.
Sick.
And yeah, and because I've like heard of him from when he was young. I remember him being good when he was real young, like 17 or whatever. And but yeah, the way he was, like he's got all these links there with guys who are big in that scene.
yeah,
I don't know if you guys know of a guy called Lucy.
he knows more about drill than me, man.
Yeah, have you heard of Lucy? He was part of like I think it was like Block 6, there's like Ghostface and all that.
Ghostface 600. And
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So Lucy was like part of Block 6 of him.
Right, okay.
And he's a mad interesting artist. So we went down to this video shoot and he's got Lucy and was it YA who was part of that Block 6 stuff. So they're on this track. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to check this Lucy kid. He's mad. He's got like this Satan mask and stuff. And all of that.
Oh yeah, I know,
You know
who
what I
you're
mean?
about. Yeah.
Mad kid, right? And like madly talented. Like he's like that drills, but man, who's he almost like? But I was like, oh, I better check him out. Realised I'd already checked him out because Pavan, like from Foreign Beggars, had already done a post being like, this kid's different.
Yeah.
I'd forgot about it completely on the way. I was like, that's that same kid. And now he's like done some mad tune recently where he's mixed like metal and drill and stuff. And it's like, but he's all these kids love him because he's just gone straightforward, not straightforward drill, but his version of drill, getting all the views in, stupid amount of followers. And then he's just dropped this stuff that's mad different. And then he dropped a hip hop track the other day. And I was just like, that kid's winning. Like he's done the thing to get his name up.
Yeah.
Now he's dropping what he wants to do.
Yeah.
And it's incredible, man. Like the amount of people that rate him is and that's the kind of people that TK's working with.
Yeah,
and
that's
it's just it's
To be
real
able
cool.
to be able to find your voice or your sound at such a young age, man, is such a good
it's
thing.
impressive.
It took me fucking ages. It took me till I was like last year.
Man, it does, doesn't it? Like,
Yeah.
I've only really felt comfortable in what I've been doing the last few years.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like in terms of, all right, I think I've got somewhere where, you know what I mean? But
Yeah,
these
yeah.
kids, they know everything. Like again, down at this shoot, they all knew what type of cameras they were, this and that. And like, I've got one of these, and you know, I was just like, but they were all mucking in as well. This is the other thing. Like I've been so many like hip hop shoots and stuff where everyone's like, having a smoke and having a drink, and and this cameraman's doing whatever. All of them kids are helping him out, moving stuff in, picking up the lighting, doing this, and I was
That's
just
the
like,
way
they're
it should
treating it
be,
like
man.
a team,
a
team and like work ethic.
That's
man.
how we moved back in the day, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was I going to say about the shoots? Yeah, about fucking kids. Like, I think it's more accessible to be around it more now, though.
Yeah.
Like, if you to go back, like, probably generations, like, almost before us, or like, to get, like, a good video shoot, you're fucking forking out a load of money. Like, now video is everything. Like, do you know what I mean? And it's, it's like, so many people are doing it, so many have got the cameras, like, it's just like, it's easy to come across or see more of. Or like go into like a studio or whatever. Like back in the day, that would have been like this mysterious thing. You'd have to go and hire out and record. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like to get like a big quality album. I mean,
I can go around mates.
Yeah, it's around your mates. Like, do you mean? It's like fucking.
Yeah. I think that's the thing as well. Like when they've been at home doing, it's like that sort of thing, innit? You're doing it your way and it's coming out good.
Yeah.
So imagine how much better it would be in the studio and things like that.
Yeah.
You know, cool, you can kill it at home, but just that it'll always level up in a different way.
Yeah.
Depends, innit? Sometimes, and I think that's the way these kids take it. They can shoot a video themselves, but they still get this guy unless we'll smash it.
Yeah, because it's like something that someone said to me. They said, like a mix will make or break your track.
Oh man, yeah.
Do you mean if you've got like a fucking solid mix, like that is literally the fucking like whether like that's getting played somewhere, they're like, put it on, and then it gets put on somewhere, and it's like fucking boom, gets put on somewhere else. Literally fucking make or break a mix, man. A good
100%. Yeah. Definitely, man. I think people shouldn't be scared to invest in stuff like that. And I'm not saying people are genuinely scared, but I think sometimes it can be a tiny afterthought.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying everybody as well has pockets full of money, right? Because, I certainly don't.
Yeah.
More people. But if you have almost got the ability to do that, and it's one of them. So basically, if you want that quality sound, you can go do it if you want it like that. You know?
I think with it as well, it's knowing what tracks to get polished and what not to.
Yeah.
It's because I know like people like they what's the fucking thing called? Is it Submit Hub, the one where people pay to get fucking playlists? But it's the one where you pay the people to listen to it and they'll put it on. So it's real curators. It's not like a bot thing. It's like
I know what you mean.
But there's a thing on there. And like, so, because I was always like, fuck that, man, I'm not paying fucking to do. And then like, what someone told me, they were like, nah, actually, like, there's a thing on there called Hot or Not. And people are like, why am I paying for people to judge my music? It's like, because you are getting fucking cold-hearted fucking criticism from people who don't know you.
Yeah.
Like, and they'll flip through it and they earn credits from doing it and they'll like, Hot or Not. And you put the song on, you upload it and how many credits for how many people to listen to, and you'll see whether it pops or not. You'll get people like voting whether your song is trash or not. I mean, you could go around to all your mates, and the thing is, majority of your mates are probably going to tell you that your fucking track's amazing.
Yeah.
But like, you put it out into the wide public, it's like, well, it's all right. Do you know what I mean? But like, then like, so if you did something like that with a demo before, maybe it's like, but it's like, because it's a gamble, isn't it? If you're like, just say, I really like this song, I'm gonna pay for fucking someone to mix this. But then like, because you've probably done it in the past as well, where you've made a song and you're like, I really like this song. I've spent so long on this and I've put all my heart and soul into this.
Handbag Girl.
And everyone's like, nah, this is trash. Do you know what I mean? Or not, this is trash.
No.
But then
this isn't the one.
Something that you've like spent 5 minutes on. Yeah. Everyone's like, this fucking slaps. You're like, really?
Yeah.
Like that one. And they're like, what about this?
Yeah.
I've like put my heart and soul into this. Like, yeah, it's all right, but I like that one.
Yeah. You know what that is with me? That's when if I'm sending a load of beats to someone. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've always got something that like creatively I'm more impressed with, and the rapper's like, nah, so I like this, 89 BPM with a sample and 808. Like it's cool, but you know what I mean? The other one,
You sure you don't like this one?
This one.
Yeah,
I hear that. But then someone else
does find it.
the other way
That's
around.
what happened with again, like the stuff with me and Wish on this
Yeah.
album. Like Wish has picked out my beats that I like creating on, really, which I'm well happy about. It's the same sort of thing. I don't know whether it's just, it can be not someone else's cup of tea or whatever. Maybe it might be a comfort zone thing, I don't know. But yeah, he quite literally picked out the ones that other people weren't that I liked. The ones I was suited, just like someone just pick up this beat and Wish like, yeah, so I really like this one here.
That's chemistry, man.
Yeah, and it is, and so I'm looking forward to what people think. Obviously, I don't know when it's coming out yet, but I mean, I'm especially proud of it because of that.
We wait eagerly, man.
yeah. I'm looking forward to hearing it, man.
What's it going to be called? Have you got a title for it?
Yeah, we got a title. It's the
secret
company
still?
Wish and Whizz Limited.
Oh, yeah, come on.
Sick.
Coming soon.
So
Yeah, sick.
so we got a lot of themes running
That
throughout it
you
and
could do
stuff.
some sick teas with that.
That's what I was saying.
Well,
Like,
man.
yeah.
Let me know when you get the merch on that one, man.
Yeah,
I'll fucking take one off.
Yeah,
your hands.
no, it's yeah. No, it's all in the pipeline and that, but
sick.
but
'Cause
yeah,
if,
man.
if you two like, because I know you're DJing for him. Have you actually got anything out together production wise?
at the
moment?
only on my last EP,
Okay.
did a track called Moves I Make.
Yeah.
So that's just Wish on a whole song of mine. That was the first. Yeah, it was. That was the first tune we'd actually all done. And then I put out a tune called Play Your Part not long ago, a few months ago. Wish did me a hook on that, and that was one of the things that track did all right for what it was. Again, it was just putting out some content.
Yeah.
But I thought, it'd be good to have Wish doing a hook. I've never really heard a track with him just doing a hook and what have you. And it did all right, but there was a few people that did feedback going, I was waiting for a Wish verse as well. So I got the tiniest bit of, I was being like, nah, it'd be good to have him on a hook. And it's just that, his voice suits a hook.
Yeah.
And, but that was a good tune. It's got Chillman on it. It's got Bill Next on it. It's really, as far as listening to it is fine. But yeah. But yeah, that was the only feedback I got of that. But then I just took it on board. Like, okay, fair enough. I thought it was a good idea. But then people did see it like Billy and Wish together,
Yeah.
So, but no, thanks to everyone that's been sharing that and buying that, and it's been helpful. So,
Yeah, man.
yeah.
So, because how did it fall into the place of you DJing for Wish then?
So, right, this is a few years ago anyway, where I'd done a lot of shows with him. His cousin's Ellis as well, like Ellis Jr. And I did a few shows with Ellis, and I just thought he was really good. You know what I mean? And then I just sort of heard of Wish or been at shows, like Snug really. Probably met him at Snug. Just thought he was, it just got on well as just chilling as mates, having a chat and stuff. But then it wasn't long after that he did some tunes from Boom Bap, like he just got kind of done.
Yeah.
So it's probably about a year before it was out, or maybe 6 months before it was out. So one day he just was belled me up like, do you want to come around? Yeah, check the album, it's done. And that was it then. I was around there. I was like, have you got a DJ? It's like, no. I was like, do you want one? Because I believed in that project. I was like, no, this. And I'd done like 1 or 2 shows with him before, and I was just like, always had a good vibe with him, And so it's kind of like built up over just getting on. Like we got the same sense of humour, man. We like the same sort of stupid stuff. We got a lot of like silly in jokes and that like between us. So, and then we did Vez's album launch. That was the first time it was me and Wish like putting a show together. Like actually go, that's the one thing I know certain rappers don't have a DJ, but I like actually going through the set
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
man.
on the same,
putting it
man.
together, because there's little tunes I can be like, actually, do you know what, that'll work going into this,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever, and it will just make it bang a little bit more, you know.
Yeah.
And
I think
Yeah.
it's always nice, like as well, for like to go to a DJ, right? Even if it's like with like, say you've got your project together that you want to put out as an album,
Yeah.
and go into a DJ and go in, compile that for me.
Yeah.
What order would you, what order should these tracks go on an album?
Yeah. Okay,
'Cause I think that's
a good shout. I've
'cause
had
it's
people
like-
do it with a DJ set to me, being like, I want to do these tunes, but I don't know what
Yeah.
order, and I've done that. I like doing that. That's
yeah,
fun, but
I think it's nice to get a DJ's perspective
Yeah.
on how an album should flow.
Yeah.
That's a good
Because
shout.
DJs are very good at knowing how a set flows, and an album
Yeah.
should be
Yeah,
no
yeah,
different
yeah.
to how a set flows. Like
Yeah.
the album should flow seamlessly.
It's always better
And
when
a DJ's
when
perspective's
you
very
work
good
with
on
the
that.
artists like that. It's like when I worked with Whizz, man, with the Go-Getters for that little drill night up the road. It was so much better than them sending me a set list,
Yeah.
going to the studio, going, which tune do you want next? You know, this key's in key with this tune. That'll probably follow on from that. And then it's like, oh, that's the same BPM and that's it. Do you know what I mean? It just flows so much better.
That's it.
man.
Yeah. It's really
So
simple.
much.
Because otherwise, you
little
just
things that
fucking
work.
somebody stands there and goes fucking start.
Yeah,
start,
yeah.
Start with
Yeah.
what the person fucking is giving you, and it's just like,
Man, the
What you
worst
next?
ones. Snug was always an experience with stuff like that. You know? Shouts to everybody who came through Snug, but there was some people that were a pain in the ass. They'd come up with a USB or a CD and be like, and wouldn't even ask me. Do you know what I mean? They'd see me on the decks. Yeah, so if you start with track 3 and then you go to 4, but halfway through 4, if you got to track 2, and I was just like, I'm not your DJ.
just fucking put them in order.
For that.
Well, I'm putting them in order too. I'm not your DJ. Like, but you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, man. I think it's like again, it's work ethic, isn't it? It's like fucking. Some people just want fucking everything fucking done for them.
Yeah.
and they don't want to rehearse. They don't want to go around and fucking build shit. Like, do you know what I mean? And it's like
important, man.
If you ain't doing that, then fucking why?
Do you know what? Do you know what? Right. So a clear like example of that is D Block versus Dipset. Did you watch that?
I did, yeah.
Mate, D Block fucking killed
Oh,
Dipset, man. And you could see
Yeah.
that D Block either they practiced, man. They practiced.
That,
But because the
yeah.
thing is though, it's like, you know, that like that Dipset though, they've like Jim Jones and Cameron hate each other.
Yeah.
yeah.
They've hated each other for years, even though
There's no unity there.
Yeah,
is
they're
there?
not going to
no.
where like D Block is like, it's the locks,
boys,
man.
they're
They're
always
fucking.
boys, man.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
Yeah, that was a little little heartbreaking to see Dipset in such a bad way. You know,
know.
Yeah, because you know what? Diplomatic Immunity, the first one,
mate.
is one of my favorite albums.
mate. The production's my favorite production. Like,
The
I
Heatmakers Heatmakers shit.
love it.
Yeah.
love that.
All
shit.
of that high pitched stuff.
Yeah, do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I
Like,
love all that
fucking-
like 70s samples and all
Yeah,
like
yeah.
sped up and matched. And
Yeah.
stuff. Like yeah. So
See,
yeah.
I've always been D Block, man.
Yeah, no, see,
I
I'm
mean, yeah, no,
Locks
I
fan,
definitely.
But
yeah.
like the Locks album, the first one on when they were on Rough Riders.
Yeah.
What was it called? Ride or Die. What was it called? What was the first Locks album called?
Right, with the grey cover with their
Yeah.
faces.
I'm lost. I can't
I can't remember what it's called, but that
I think
album,
it was wasn't it just self-titled.
maybe.
Either way, it was a hard album.
Yeah.
It was a hard
Around that
album.
period of time, though, there was like, because you had like the Black Rob album, that Locks album.
yeah,
That was like a real, like, I felt like our age group, that was probably like that period of time where it was like, yeah,
was like
that was
around
sort
that
of like
time.
our generation.
Yeah.
Whilst like the classic, like
We Are the Streets.
the 90s, that's it. Well, the
Yeah.
classic 90s stuff is like, yeah, like, but
Well,
like
that's
for
it.
us growing up, like it's
Yeah.
that era.
That was right.
Veggie.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That was just after like finding Cypress Hill for me, and then finding the hard shit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Yeah,
Rough
yeah,
Riders
yeah.
and that. Like
DMX, the whole Rough Riders thing, like
Mate, I don't care as well. Veni Veti Veci.
yeah, the first Ja Rule album, yeah,
Hard, bruv.
yeah.
And all the Eric Sermon albums.
Oh, yeah, Sermon stuff's
all of
tough,
that early Murder Inc. stuff, the
Mate, it was
fucking
hard.
the Murder Inc. album that that they discontinued.
Yeah, I remember
The
that.
Murder
I
Inc.
remember.
album, the compilation, they
was
got
hard.
discontinued, and it was fucking,
Yeah, it was hard.
it banged.
Yeah.
This is before Ja Rule started fucking
Right.
doing all his singy shit.
Yeah.
So I remember like my earliest tune. I remember Ja Rule was Holler.
Yeah.
So was it around them times or a bit
So
before?
it would have been around then, because that was Veni Veti Vici.
I
And
love
that
that.
album,
I love that tune.
yeah, that
tune was
album,
crazy.
that what Holler was on that album, Veni
Yeah,
Veti Vici,
yeah,
yeah.
fucking
Hard.
bang,
Mad, yeah.
And then he just went off and like done his
Ashanti stuff.
Singing, sing for hoes and sounds like the Cookie Monster.
That's
Whose bar was that?
Where would I be without you?
yeah, so
Yeah.
yeah, man. No,
But then he
yeah.
won the other day, didn't he? On the verses against Fat Joe. Wiped the floor with him, apparently.
Really?
Yeah.
I hadn't seen it.
I've only seen clips of it, but what I saw of Joe was sick, actually.
Because Fat Joe's
because everyone was saying
Mate,
that, and I was like,
Loads of people were like, nah, he fucked him up.
Why?
Yeah.
Should have got him in 50.
Yeah, that's what they were like.
But apparently
innit?
they're not all right, but there's been loads of times where they've been in the same place and kind of been, oh yeah, cool, whatever.
Yeah.
And, but yeah, Fifth destroyed him a long time ago.
He's just a troll. He's just a troll,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
50's a fucking like
yeah.
on Instagram. He's just fucking always trolling someone, man.
Is he still up to that?
Yeah.
I thought he calmed down after he got his TV thing going.
No, he's still up to it, man. He's fucking still doing it.
Yeah,
He's funny, man.
Like 50 Cent is like he's a massive troll.
Yeah.
It's like what just feel like if you ask me what 50 Cent does now, I'd be like, he's a fucking Instagram troll.
Basically, yeah.
That's his job.
He's a TV mogul.
No, he is. Yeah, he's like what? Yeah.
But yeah, I know what you're saying. With him being actually 50 Cent. It's
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
you
No,
know
it was
what I
when
mean?
he I seen that Ja Rule was doing a show and he's bought the whole front row.
Oh yeah. So no one was.
Man just sat there on his own in the front row. Look at that.
Oh, mate. He is a fucking massive troll, isn't he?
He's funny, man.
His jokes, man. But it's like Eminem as well. Like when Eminem was doing that, because I know Eminem, like fucking, like a lot of people in fucking, they've got like that like hate relationship with Eminem. But like fucking, I'm just like, I think M's sick, and like fucking that period of time when he was just fucking trolling everyone.
Yeah.
Like in his early ages, like doing like fucking like, well, it wasn't even rappers so much, was it? It was like
He
fucking,
was like the original
like-
of that stuff, wasn't he?
like he was like Britney Spears, Christina
Popeyes.
Aguilera, like Popeyes.
NSYNC and that, like.
Remember the Mariah Carey thing?
Yeah. Oh,
He's like,
yeah.
luck to Mariah's wine
tune.
cellar, all I had
Oh,
for lunch
mate.
was red wine, more red wine, and Captain Crunch.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's fucking jokes.
M was one of those. Yeah, it was probably a good gateway at my age. Do you know what I mean? Because you take that first album I was saying when I bought it, it had Voice on there. And
Yeah.
the Bad Meets
It's a
Evil
sick
tune.
album.
Holy, mate, come on. Like,
Royce as well. I think he's like, he has like just fucking carried on improving. He's one of them
Yeah,
artists
yeah, massively.
who's just
Yes.
like, and like,
You take what he's
'Cause he
doing now,
does
but then you
production
listen
as
to
well,
like
doesn't he?
Detroit Rock City. Remember that tune?
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
He's a
Burn, mate.
He's-
Burn.
He's a
No. What's the tune? It was on the Grand Theft Auto 3.
Oh yeah, but I'm the king.
Yeah, I'm the. Oh,
Mate, come on.
But you-
Alchemist speak, wasn't it?
hard.
But you see, with
hard,
Royce the 5'9", like again, he's just fucking like everything he puts out is just fucking getting more golden and golden and golden. So, mate, the guy's not slowing down. And the
No.
most recent, like the other year, he was putting the stuff out,
That was self-produced, that album, wasn't it?
and the P
yeah,
Rhyme
yeah.
stuff as well, like fucking.
Oh yeah,
the
I
Primo
love,
stuff.
I love that project.
Do you
That's
know what I
like,
mean?
yeah. I thought Sway on the Morning was saying about it. And he was like, "This album's just like Christmas every day.
Yeah.
It's Christmas dinner every day."
Well, I made a alternative Christmas playlist on Spotify, and there's one of the Royce the 5'9" songs, which it's a Christmas song. It's like doom doom, and it's like he's like. What's this like 5 a.m. and then Montgomery home, Daddy's drunk and it's like coming home drunk and shit. And it's like it's a Christmas song, but it's not a Christmas song.
Yeah,
but it's like, this is sick.
It's your type of Christmas song.
Yeah, so like, so to coincide with like the track that I made, I was like, right, I need to make an alternative like hip hop Christmas playlist, which is not like cheesy Christmas, like some
Driving
like,
home for Christmas.
or even a rapper like doing some fucking cheesy like jingle bells. You're like some, I don't know. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, that was one of the tracks.
Did you have DMX Rudolph on
No,
there?
I did. It's not on there. It's not on Spotify, man. It'd have been a good opener to it, though, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How you doing for time, Costa?
Really?
Is it?
Fucking hell, it
Fuck,
flies
it's
by.
time.
doesn't
There
it?
you go, innit?
So, what you plug in? Let's get out because I don't think you've actually said what you're. Are you pushing anything at the moment?
No. No, yeah, you know, Wish's album Cold Harbour Tales with Ill Informed. So we're going to be pushing that like the team. Just, keep an eye on TK or Stretch. He's doing big things. And that's it. Billy was Saint on any social media platform.
And the composer track coming next. Is the next one from you?
Hopefully so. Yeah. I mean, just ironing out last few details, you know. But yeah, that'll be on my next project. So just gonna get a bit more of it done, but that's got to be a video. Like it has to be a video, like, you know. So
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's it. That's me.
What is your personal meaning of life?
Oh man, just be happy.
Be happy.
That's it. I
Simple.
think that's just There's no point doing anything because then you just if it makes you dead inside, then what's the point?
Exactly.
You know what I mean, so
a man without purpose is already dead.
Look after yourself as well. Like just always got to look after your own well-being. That's all I can say to people. Keep happy. Look after yourself.
Love it.
Wicked.
Billy Whizz, thank you.
Big ups.
Yeah. Cheers, guys.
Oh, don't forget to like and subscribe and smash that bell.
Yeah.
You fucking bellend.
Pause.
Yeah.